Roman Legion centurion now, and he's going to bring on one of his legionnaires just to give you a little bit of a demonstration of how the Romans would have fought, their weapons, their armour. So, can we please bring on the legionnaire, please?
Oh wow, they're looking.
Hey, legionnaire, come on everyone, he's a hero! And this is our veteran, injured war hero. More than that. Many battles. Step forward here. Now, as a Roman ex-centurion, we do appreciate the auxiliaries a lot. They were the backbone of the Roman army. They kept it going. But of course, they weren't just auxiliaries. 25 years' time, they might be allowed into Rome, but until then, we didn't really recognise them. This is what we call a proper fighting soldier. And of course, they did fight very differently. Trained auxiliaries had to eventually learn to understand Roman tactics, which took quite a while. And I'm sure the trainer did many beatings for the stick before they understood. Just very briefly, before we give you a quick demonstration, Roman armour, lorica, segmentata. You could have worn the chainmail, many did, but it wasn't quite as good. This is the best. You saw the demonstration earlier with the arrows, which could penetrate the armour. Cingulum, very important. Makes a nice noise. Scares off the Celts when you're all dangling together. And gives a little bit of protection. Not too much. It's really his badge of office. When the soldier goes out at night, he's very proud. Sometimes he displays his medals on his cingulum. He puts his tunic on, goes out with a king. He's very proud. He's going to impress the ladies with his cingulum, okay? Trust me. Of course, the helmet, very, very important. Serious protection. Back of the neck, cheek pieces. It's been said this is the best design of a helmet ever. Why it was never continued, we don't know. But perhaps, as you know, the Celts didn't have very much armour. The Saxons didn't like to copy the Romans. They like to do their own thing. Finally, the gladius. Very, very important. Now, I don't know if any of you have noticed which side the soldier is wearing his gladius. Doesn't seem right to have it on that side. He's right-handed. Well, if he was a centurion, which he's not, he would have his gladius on his left. He'd take the sword out, the centurion pulls it out first. He orders the men to all take theirs out together. Turn to the side, please. It's a very short sword, and it can be drawn out very simply with one hand. Like that. Now the idea behind that is because when he's fighting, you'll see in a moment how it actually works. His shield will be in front of him, and he's got all his friends very, very, very tightly packed. There's not much space, so there's no room to draw the sword to the left. Take it out in the movement, and there's just enough space through the shields for him to fight. Of course, the last most important thing is his shield, his scutum. Shaped very differently from the ones. The methods used, as you've just been seeing, of fighting, very similar to how people fought after the Romans, the Saxons and the Vikings, with the shield walls, the way they fought. Romans was basically the same, but the method was different because of the shield, which we're going to demonstrate now. Now, first of all, imagine you're a bunch of Celts. Let's see a few. Very good candidates already. The first thing that's going to happen is, of course, you're not very well equipped, like most of you. A couple of hats, a pair of sunglasses, mobile phone, That's about as much as you're going to have. A couple of spears, maybe, a little shield, round one. The first thing that's going to happen is the Romans are going to throw their spears at you. They have 2 each. Opulent, very, very effective. And if you've got a legion of men, 5,000 men, 10,000 spears coming at you. So many of you are going to be dead already. The next stage is they're just going to lock their shields together and they're just going to march towards you. They're going to march very slowly. You have to decide what to do, whether to attack or run away or stand and wait. What would you have done? Come on, what would you have done?
Run away.
Run what? That way or this way?
That way.
That way. Well, many did. Would you have run towards them? Yeah. Would you have charged? Would you have took the opportunity to knock them off their feet and charge? Come on.
No.
Well, that's what they did try. Let's see if it works. Now, obviously, this is just one-on-one. Just 1 minute. You've got to imagine there's a lot of them all down here, and there's a lot there, vice versa. The principle is still the same. You've got to try and move him first. It's the hoon! Ah! Ah! Come on! Please move! Come on! Have a minute. No, have a rest of me. Alright, you see, that was very effective. It works in the same principle with the whole line. Just to show you what might happen. Okay, put the scum across. So now the whole line, draw the gladiuses together. So now there's a little sword poking through. See if you fare any better. They can use the axe to try and pull the shield, but of course it's much harder the sooner it does. This was a tactic used obviously with the round shields to great effect, but to try and do it with the Romans much harder. Now, we can't leave it at this. I know we're trying to prove that he's better than he is, but I think you should have one last really good go trying to beat him, don't you? Don't you say so? Come on.
Come on, oh!
The knights of the... Just one guy wanna... No. Right, go on!
Come on, oh!
Come on, Just stab him. Just stab him. Well, good attempt. And basically what would happen, just to make it even worse, the Romans would fight for about 10 minutes maximum, where they would part at a break and the soldiers would move forward. So more ranks would come and you just move further and further to the back whilst you're actually advancing. And those tactics worked fantastically. And I'm sure you'll teach your boys this soon in the future. Unless they get killed first. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much.